Game Hydro. Have more fun. Hey, it's Game Hydro. We're playing Dig Dig Rush. We got some tips, strategies, cheats, whatnot for you to help you get better at this game, succeed, and become a pro, as well as to just figure out what's going on and to make sense of it. So, a couple things we're going to go over first. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you've probably made it past a few levels, so you kind of know the basics of digging and leveling up. So if you're stuck at leveling up and you have your experience points are showing that you have more than you need for the next level, but you haven't been able to level up yet, that means you need to ascend. So ascending will increase your maximum level to your level cap rather. At first it's by 5, but starting at Baron 1, it becomes by 7, and then so on and so forth. So the quests that you complete in order to ascend will give you certain rewards. For example, divination tickets, we'll get into that a bit later, but diamonds, which are the premium currency of the game, are also a very common reward. When you see an icon with one of those red dots by it, generally that means you have something free to claim, a reward of some kind. That's one of the best ways generally to earn free diamonds. For example, in the preview area to the top left, for each new feature that you unlock, you get more diamonds. So be sure to claim those. And you can spend them in places such as the black market, where you can get summoning stones to summon pets, challenge tickets for the arena. I'm going to purchase one of those right now because I think I'm out. Actually, no, I'm not out. I've got 2. Headgear evolution components, which of course are used to ascend headgear. You know what? I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough to evolve my headgear yet. But challenge, let's see, divination tickets, which lets you get more tarots, etc. And then at the bottom, you can tap over to the guild store. That's one place you can claim free pickaxes. But always be sure to be getting and claiming more pickaxes. Tap on the little handshake button. The guild you unlock at about level 32, 33. All right. So you're probably getting a lot of these headgear upgrade stones by playing the arena. On the right side of the screen where it says tier 1 next to the hat that the dude's wearing, that is where you can upgrade the headgear. So one more of these and I'll be able to ascend the headgear, but you can level them up using the stones that you get from the arena and then ascend them using those green Ascension stones. And the Ascension happens about once every 10 levels or so. And as you can see, the Ascension has a huge stat boost. Hit points, attack, and defense will increase with that first Ascension from 28 to 34. Much bigger boost than you generally get from simply leveling up. And then over in Forge, you can earn new types of headgear. You can spend H alloys on forging headgear, get those from daily quests and from events, or you can watch ad videos in order to make that happen for free. Sometimes though, in fact most of the time, you'll only get fragments though. You won't get a full headgear. So tap on the button that says odds at the bottom left corner of the screen to see what the odds are of getting specific headgears and headgear fragments. At the current level, 95% chance of getting an uncommon fragment, 5% chance of getting an entire headgear. Those odds significantly improve as you continue to forge and continue to level up though. But forging, obviously expensive. For the tarots, you can use those divination cards, but only when you have 10 at a time. So you're going to need 10 in order to do a pull. You'll pull 10 of those cards. When you do, hit the quick upgrade button, and then make sure to equip the taros by deploying them. Try to fill the 3 slots first before you worry about going crazy rare. But the more divinations that you get, the higher the level of the divination, which means you'll have a better chance of rare tarot cards that you get. Anyways, for the challenge up above, don't be afraid to challenge stages if you have a slightly lower power level than the boss. You can always try it. There is no penalty for trying it. Just see what happens. Sometimes you will win, especially with the perks that you get from some of the rarer weapons. You get combos, you get special attacks, things like that. So we had a lower power level, but we won, and we'll show you exactly why in a second. So tap on this one, 1.8% chance of a combo, another chance of a combo, lifesteal, dodge, counter, chance to counter opponent's attacks, lifesteal again, stun, crit, stun. Now crit, obviously, that's a chance for attacks to be ultra strong. Stun, chance to immobilize the target for 1 round. Critical resistance, counter again, and crit again. Obviously, those are on rarer items. Oh, by the way, when the treasure chests fly by, oftentimes they have more pickaxes within them. So if you're out of pickaxes, watch an ad video from one of those treasure chests. You can also tap the open treasure chest right above the button that says Ascend, claim your idle rewards, or watch ad videos again for 2-hour earnings. Yes, it's set up for a lot of ad videos to be watched, but they actually do provide some value in this game. For the arena, when you're challenging the arena, generally you want to try to challenge folks that are weaker than you. In this case, GGGG has the biggest power differential from me. I've got 346 powers, you can see up there. 4G has 264,000. So we're going to challenge them, skip. And out of that, obviously, got some gold upgrade components and more pickaxes. So once you unlock auto mining, you can choose between if you want to put a gear rarity qualifier on, and it'll only be rarities that you actually have available to you. So the higher rarities than you have won't show over there. The highest I've got right now, obviously, Immortal. I'm just going to leave it as is, though, because, more power is more power. And once you get to level 6 of the Lode, you can start using multiple pickaxes per session. To do 20 pickaxes per session, you got to get to Lode level 20. You can choose to stop when arena tickets are full if you want to, but arena tickets will pretty much never be full unless you just don't use them. But even if you do use them, there's very little chance you won't be using them because you need to use them in order to do the quests. Circular. Anyway, we'll start. Now your character is going to dig on their own, and it will stop when you have a more powerful item to review. In this case, we've got the Immortal Officer Gauntlet. Going to go with that because that is a massive power boost, obviously. But the more your character digs, the more experience they earn, and when they level up, that increases the maximum level of equipment that is available to you. So, for example, when you're level 33, the maximum equipment available to you is level 35. But once you get to level 35, the level of equipment available increases by 1. It's usually whatever your level is, plus 1 or 2 extra levels may increase a little bit as you yourself gain levels. All right, pet area. So you can unlock more pet slots by not only gaining levels, but having been playing for a certain amount of days. So there's guardrails in place to prevent you from speed running the game too fast, which is unfortunate because, I like to speed run games. Tap the pet, and those little red gems you can use to upgrade your pet. Oh no, I'm out of pickaxes. The attributes apply to all your stats, so those can provide a huge boost. So you want to do the upgrades here. And the rarer the pet, the more passive effects they'll have. Also, the more ascensions, the more passive effects. If you get duplicates of that pet, you can use those to ascend the pet and increase their maximum level. Or you can hit the reset button in the top left corner of this card to reset your pet down to level 1 and get all of your packed stones back. Of course, you can purchase packed stones in the black market. Let's see if we can summon. Don't be fooled by this really annoying red dot. That's only for free refreshes. Summoning stones can be a little hard to come by, so only hit the refresh button if you're really, really trying for a rare pet, and if you are actually a money spender on this game. If you're a free-to-play player, don't waste time with too many refreshes unless you absolutely hate the rarity that's available. But sometimes you can increase the rarity by refreshing, or just get duplicates of whatever you want to get duplicates of. Like, for example, our turnip squire. We've got the turnip squire going right now. So if we want to ascend the turnip squire later, we are going to need the duplicate turnip squire. All right, so leveling up the Lode. Currently working on a level up right now. I'm going to request my guild members to help me speed it up because it takes a grotesquely long time. You can see below, need time 3 hours and 13 minutes. 2 options. You can use speed ups, and you can use 30-minute reductions. So the speed ups reduce the time by, I can't do math. Anyways, I don't have the speed ups, but you would need, for example, 28 speed ups to reduce it down to 53 minutes from 3 hours and 13 minutes. Too tired to do the math on that right now, but you can also watch up to 2 ad videos per day to speed things up. You can also try going to the date and time settings on your phone or your tablet, whichever device you're playing the game on. Set the time ahead and see if you can cheat the time off. Maybe you'll be able to, maybe not. Let's see. And as you move forward in the game, more and more of these icons will pop up on the left side and the right side, so be sure to tap those, see what they do. Sometimes it's just something for you to look at, like that. If it's just something for you to look at, then they'll go away when you X out. Otherwise, when you claim a free prize. Why is RoboCop saying hi to me? Anyways, when you claim a free prize, that red dot will disappear, but only when you do claim the prize will it disappear. Let's see, anything else? Oh, yes. The dungeons, play these as often as possible, and absolutely use the ad videos to get free keys as needed, because the train heist, for example, will give you large numbers of pickaxes. The Abyss Dweller will give you large numbers of the packed stones. The Deep Sea Expedition will give you large numbers of the tarot divination cards, and so on and so forth. You got even more dungeons that come to the game a little bit later on when the developers add them to the game. So I'm not going to watch any of those ad videos right now because I'm not trying to play ads on my video. But do that. You'll move forward much more quickly in the game. And then as you move forward, you can unlock things like the endless trials at level 56, challenge invaders at completing 14 more quests, I guess. All right, so we're going to turn auto back on, go over some guild stuff. And those equipment replacement screens will continue to pop up just as long as you get stronger items, even if you're off the main screen. So over in the guild trials, you can fight against raid bosses with your guild. But be sure to claim your guild chests as well for diamonds, gold, pickaxes, and things. Now, this battle being what it is, you're not super likely to win it in one shot unless you're significantly stronger than the boss. I'm going to hit skip. And I received those. Be sure to challenge this as many times as you can. You'll get 2 challenges per day. So once you do that, you can not only get more guild chests, 1 chest per guild member that completes the challenge. And this is also why you want to be in a very active guild. Be sure to leave the guild if you are dissatisfied with the amount of players that are actually active. And of course, helping each other out helps. Guild donation, the first one is free. The next few cost gems, but in exchange, you can get some nice rewards for them. Headgear upgrade component, guild contribution, and guild experience. That guild experience, of course, will level up your guild. My guild up top, as you can see, is currently at level 1, but you know, as you have active players that do donations and fight in the guild trials and do these other modes like the guild showdown and guild war and quests and all that business, everybody is lifted up and everybody improves. You can tap on the members button and leave the guild by tapping next to your name, tapping the 3 little dots next to your name on the member screen. Also, tap on your avatar. You can modify the cosmetics of your character. You can't get any stat boosts from those mods, but you can improve cosmetically. Be sure also to check your mail. There's some good free rewards to claim. As you can see, lots of divination tickets, lots of diamonds. All this stuff gets sent out by the developers as compensation for various issues or simply to reward players for downloading the game in mass. Go to your backpack area. You can see all the items that you have all in one shot. And if you want more of them, you can obtain them. Open the starter packs. Get some good stuff out of that. And if you're not sure what an item is, well, that one doesn't really say what it does. What does it do? Oh, it's just some customization thing. Level 10 starter pack. Surprisingly, even got a new pet out of that one. And it looks like I got a new tarot out of that one. Level 50 starter pack. Obviously, I'm not level 50, but that's when I unlock it. But looks like a new tarot may have shown up. So equip all the tarots you have in order to max out your stats and go to the divination area. We weren't able to do this earlier. You can either divine manually or divine automatically, depending on your preference. Check the auto divine. You need 50 cards in order to auto divine those, so we're just going to stick to the manual one for now. When you level up the divination, tap that chest, you get some rewards. There's more divinations. We got one more after this one. Looks like we got a few blue tarot cards, which are quite nice. Unfortunately, there's not an auto-equip button, so you kind of have to read the stats yourself. But you can see what the collection bonuses are, as well as the skills. So Ace of Swords increases defense by 5% and guarantees a critical hit on round 1's first attack. So the stat boosts will apply whether you actually have them equipped or not. However, the skill will only be there if you have it equipped. So we're going to equip that. And equip that. Oh, deploy. Sorry, hitting the wrong button. It's late at night. Don't at me. Yeah. Don't always blindly equip the rarest ones, though. Read what the skills are first. So this one restores 11% of hit points when you're below 40. Restores 0.88 of max hit points at the start of the round. Guarantees a counter when you're attacked on round 1. That's actually a pretty nice one. Guaranteed counterattack is quite nice. Additional damage for the first 3 rounds. That's a really nice one, actually. So don't be afraid to equip tarot cards of a lower rarity. You won't lose any of the stat bonuses. And you can see the stat bonuses down below where it says collection bonuses. For example, right now, attack is 17%, hit points is 28%, so on and so forth. And be sure to go to the album area to either activate or upgrade collections that you have earned for permanent stat boosts. And you'll see that reflected at the top in your overall total attack power. So let's see if we can fight this guy and succeed. All right, that's actually a lot more damage than I expected. So your pet will sometimes attack. You got your super move. And easy win. But like we said, be sure to, be sure to try the fight even if your power level is low. Oh, and in the arena, if you lose to somebody with a lower power level, check first of all, check your tarots and optimize your equipment to make sure you're getting the best skills in there. And make sure that you have good secondary characteristics out of your equipment. You want a lot of counterattacks. You want a lot of combos and things like that in order to maximize the actual number of attacks you're going to land. Sometimes that can actually override your overall power level as far as your chances to win. All right. But that's about it for now. Thank you for watching. This is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see us take care of any more topics or you got some to share that you want us to go over, be sure to give a shout out in the comments. All right.